Hi, happy Sunday, and welcome to episode 6 of Watch Kim Make a Quilt. And I've finally started putting together the heads of our ladies here, and I've finished the left facing ladies, and I'll show you one of those at the end. But right now I'm working on the right facing ladies, and I have put together several of the components just for time's sake. This diagram shows me in what order to put these. This row right here is all of these pieces right here. Here's her, that's kind of her forehead, her face, there's her chin and her nose. Those two things, like I said, turned out to be the hardest things so far. The 3/4 inch square was not a big deal. Here it is, and it was a whole lot easier than this. So once I get these together, we work on this section, which will be this. And then we put everything together, and this piece will go on the side. Now, it looks like it's not all going to fit together, but once I do my 1/4 inch seam allowance, as you can see here, all of that will be taken up, and this piece will fit perfectly if all goes well. Right now, I am working on, I've done all of these except one because I wanted to show you how these go together. This piece right here is her hair, and I guess you could call it her ear. But what we do to get that really nice sharp point right there is I'm going to take these two pieces and I'm going to stick a pin right through that seam. Can you see that? Right through that seam. And then on the other piece, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to stick it through right there. I'm going to line my pieces up. I'm going to make sure that corner lines up, and I'm going to put another pin right there. Then I will secure that pin. And you may notice here on this side, that doesn't quite line up. It's going to get caught in the seam allowance, so it's going to be okay. That is not what I was hoping would happen, but sometimes working with really small pieces like that, it's really hard to get them to line up. So I'm not going to sew over my pin here. Get that. Oops. There's one. And then this piece right here becomes her neck, and that's kind of the curve of her neck right there. So we're going to do this again, and these kind of chambray colored pieces have to match up. So what I did to make sure we were all lined up is these pieces I know are the right size and are in the right place. So I go through the seam allowance again, like that. And now I have to think about this. Which way am I pinning? Wait, no, it has to go here. So it came, oops. And so on the back side, the side that's going to go down when I sew, putting it through that seam allowance. And before I do that, I'm going to put a pin down here just to hold these in place. All right, here we go. Because it's just a little long. All right, so we got those two sewn together. Clip them apart, and I'll take them to the iron and press them. But here's how it went. Here's how we did. And that point is pretty close there. Looks a little crooked, but it'll all come out in the end. And then this piece, and that one is a little long as well. this piece will go right here, and we'll get that caught in there. So all of that goes together in those places. And this is what we end up with, is her head. And we're still not finished with her head. I think I'm going to move on to her dress because the head has driven me crazy. It's taken me probably, to get even this far, it's taken me almost 9 hours. And eventually I will embroider an eye here. And then there will be a circle of fabric as a hair decoration. And then when I get it all quilted, there will be a button sewn in the center of that. But we're going to skip that for a little while, and I'm going to move on to the dresses after I get these heads put together. So that's where we are, and it's time to go eat dinner. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.